Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time tuning in, then welcome. I want to go ahead and thank you guys for all the support you guys gave me this week. I really appreciate every single subscriber, every single like, every single follow, every single thing you guys did. It was great. I appreciate it so much. You guys were all so kind. You guys were all so supportive. It was amazing, really. Today I'm going to be announcing the giveaway winner, so make sure to stay tuned for that if you want to know who won, which I'm sure you all do. And I will also be filming a get ready with me kind of date night look. It's going to be a soft glam look, so if you guys want to see how I went from this to the picture up in my thumbnail, make sure to stay tuned. Okay, so as you guys can see, I already did my eyebrows off camera. If you guys would like to see a tutorial on how I do my eyebrows, comment down below and I'll make sure to film that for you guys. I could do like a high-end versus drugstore eyebrow tutorial if you guys want that, of course. But let's just go ahead and get to work, okay? So we're gonna be moisturizing our face with this facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. So let's just... I love how this stuff smells, so sometimes I overdo it. I'm sorry. For primer, we are going to be using our L'Oreal Magic Lumi Primer. This is a light infusing primer. It looks like this. You can get this at Ulta, the drugstore, Walmart, CVS, anywhere really. So just prime your entire face. I really like to have that little, like that glow, like that inner glow, and I just feel like this does such a good job of doing it. Also, we are going to be taking our Urban Decay Optical Illusions Complexion Primer. This is a smoothing primer, and it looks like this. It's a little bit on the high end, but honestly, it's so good. It really, like, smooths out your face. Duh. But, yeah. So, but don't use too much, because if you use too much, it, like, I don't know, it, like, sinks into your pores, I guess. I don't know, you have to use a little bit. Don't overdo it. Okay. So for foundation, we are going to be using the new Maybelline 24 Hour Super Stay Foundation. It looks like this. So I bought this foundation about a week and a half ago. And honestly, I think I have used it every single day since I bought it. Like every single day. We are going to be blending that in with our Morphe Beauty Blender. And to get the Beauty Blender moist, we are going to be using our e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set Spray. I really like to use this one to wet the Beauty Blender because it just kind of helps it. I don't like to use water, and I don't like to use my high-end sprays because I feel like it's a waste to put it on the Beauty Blender. I didn't take too much foundation. I did maybe a pump and a half. Just looks like that. And just going to be dipping right in and putting it everywhere on the face. So I like to dab and move it at the same time. Just like that. This foundation is super, super full coverage, so if you guys don't like full coverage, don't buy it. But if you are into it, this foundation will change your life. So it was compared to the Huda Beauty Fox Filter Foundation that I really, really wanted to buy, but it's like really expensive, which I get because she's like all the way in Dubai, but still like... not everybody has that kind of money. So I got this foundation instead because I saw that it was a really good dupe for it. And I don't even know if it is or isn't a good dupe for it, but it changed my life, you guys. It really did. You guys need to buy it. It's like $11.99. Like, give it a try. The Maybelline foundations are usually pretty good. So it does oxidize, however, just a little bit. But if you set it with some translucent powder or some spray, sorry, I took a little bit more, just a little bit more, like not even a third of a pump. But yeah, so just make sure to set it and it won't oxidize as much. Like set it with a powder. Somebody told me to start doing that and I think it really makes a difference. So just make sure it's really, really blended. Go everywhere. Oh yeah, you guys are probably wondering why I'm wearing Minnie Mouse ears. So we went to Disneyland a couple years ago, and I thought my daughter liked Minnie Mouse, so I bought her these ears that were ridiculously expensive. Turns out she doesn't like Mickey Mouse ears, or Minnie Mouse ears. She only likes Minnie Mouse. You can't put the ears on her, because because she's not having it. But I wasn't gonna let it go to waste because it was expensive. Anyways, so now that my foundation is on everywhere and it's really blended, I'm going back to make sure, bringing it down on my neck, a little bit on my ears, pushing it all the way up because you don't want to be able to see that. Also, where I have a lot of trouble making sure my foundation is blended is right on top of my eyebrows. That's because I like to do my eyebrows first, but you just have to really make sure you get in. I really like this sponge because you just kind of pull it out. Like, the edge is so sharp that it's just so easy. This one really made putting on foundation after your eyebrows really easy. So I want my edges on my eyeshadow to be really, really sharp. I just like how it looks, especially with the really nice sharp eyeliner. So I'm going to be placing tape right under my eye. If you don't like the tape trick, you can always use translucent powder. So I put it on my hand a little just so that it's not too sticky and doesn't like rip my face off completely. I place it right under my eye where I want the fallout to stop. Just kind of lift it up like this. And then do the same thing on the other eye. Just like that, lifting it up. It's like going up in a diagonal way because that's the way you want the edge of your eye to look. Now we are going to be dipping into the Charlie Bible Deluxe Edition palette. And that's this palette right here. So it just kind of looks like this. It has like 6 highlighters, a ton of eyeshadows. It's not too versatile, but it's great. So we're going to be dipping into this shade and this shade right here, mixing it together. I'm just taking a Morphe brush, tapping off the excess because these always have a ton of excess. And now we're just going to get right into blending. Okay, so now it's all up in our crease. It's nice and blended out. We are going to be taking a darker shade. So we are going to be taking this brown right here, which is, these colors don't have a name, so it doesn't really matter. It's the 3rd color on the last row. So dipping it in, tapping off the excess, just bringing it a little bit lower from the transition shade. Okay, so I really want to darken up that outer crease. I'm going to be mixing the brown and the purple shade that's out here in this corner. And I have been using the same brush for all of this. This is a Morphe brush. So I'm tapping it into the corner, going out with it, and then blending in. I'm going to take more of that purpley shade mixed with that brown and just really get it in the corner. Okay, I didn't do too much, just enough. Now we are going to be taking just a flathead brush. Doesn't really matter what flathead brush. You can either spray it before or after. I'm not really sure what works best. I like to spray it before, but I've recently been seeing a lot of people spray it after, so they get the eyeshadow and then they spray it and then they put it on their eyes, which is a little bit weird to me. So we're not gonna like cut the crease or anything. We're just dipping right into the shadow. These shimmery shades are really nice and pretty. So we're gonna go from the inner corner of our eye out to about halfway and just start bringing it down. Okay, so now that we have it on that part of the eye, we're gonna take this Elizabeth Arden brush and we're gonna go back into that brown and purple shade and just mix it in together. So just mix in where the shimmer starts and where the like matte color start, just to make sure that there's no like harsh lines and it's really blended nicely. You just go back and forth. I'm going to take off the tape just so I can see what it looks like. The tape's dirty. So now the line is like nice and sharp. I don't know how well you guys can see it. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and then I'll come right back and we'll just jump right back in. Okay, so I went ahead and put my lashes off camera, and I did my eyeliner as well. Totally optional, you don't have to do it. It kind of completes the look, but you can live without it, I promise. So now we're going to clean up under the eye. We're going to go ahead and use this Naked Skin Urban Decay Concealer. I am in the shade Medium Light. It just looks like that. So this shade, it's not that much lighter than my skin. I'm just going to place it right under. Really make sure to bring it all the way out so that I can really clean that up. Do the same on the other side. All the way out. Okay. Just a little bit for your forehead. I have a 5 head, so I like to, you know, shrink it a little. Put it right under your chin also. Or right on your chin, I guess. And now we're going back with our Morphe Beauty Blender and blending. As mentioned, this blender does have a really sharp edge. Looks like that. So it's really easy to get right under your eye, get right up really close to the brows. Okay, so now that we have that, I like to go in with another shade just to really brighten it up. I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal. I think this is in the shade Yellow. I don't know, it doesn't say. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, it looks like this. It's yellow, so I'm going to assume it's the shade Yellow. I saw a lot of YouTubers use it, and I thought this thing was going to change my life. Just a little bit in the inner corners, pretty much. I just like to really brighten it, and I don't know, the yellow shade looks really good on my skin. Okay, so now that we've taken care of that, we're gonna go ahead and set it. I'm not gonna bake, okay? I don't have the time for that right now. But I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I am in the shade 20, which is light medium. I really thought the Laura Mercier translucent powder was life-changing, and it was the best thing ever, and it was my holy grail item, and I loved it. It was awesome. And then this thing came out. I tried it. It was great, and I haven't looked back since. So, I don't know, man. Maybelline's on a roll right now. Okay. So just dip it in a little. Like I said, I'm not going to bake. I'm just gonna set. Ooh, my mirror almost fell. I get really oily around my nose and on my forehead, so I'm going to go ahead and put some there too. Okay. So now that we have that everywhere where we get oily and right under our concealer, or where we set the concealer, I'm just going to go ahead and brush it off. Because like I said, we're not baking, we're just trying to set everything. And honestly, this just makes the edge of your eyeshadow even more sharp, and it just looks like you're slaying that shit, honestly. So we're just cleaning it up. I like to go ahead and drag it down a little, just the excess, honestly. Okay. Now, today we are going to be bronzing with this NYX, sorry, my makeup is super dirty all of a sudden. This NYX matte bronzer. I'm going to be bronzing with the shade Medium. It just looks like this. I've seen it compared to a lot of different bronzers. I really like it. It's really cheap. It's really convenient. It has a lot of bronzer. It's a great shade. It looks good on me, so you guys should give it a try. I'm using this Lisa Frank brush that I got in an Ipsy bag. It looks like this. It's super cute. It has Lisa Frank stuff. You guys remember that from when we were younger. So I know I'm not really walking you guys through this, but if you want me to do how I do my foundation, how I do my base, like the bronzer and that, I will make a video of that for you guys. I'm also going to be dipping into this Lisa Frank bronzer. It's in the shade Bitten and Bronze. It's by Lisa Frank and Glamour Dolls. So the other one's a bit more orangey. This one's a bit more gray tone. So just taking that in. If you want to clean it up a little, you can. Okay, now the other side, same thing. I dip into it twice, tap off the excess. Always tap off the excess on everything. Even if you think there isn't any excess, there probably still is. So just remember. I feel like this side is a bit more orangey, so now we're going to clean off the bottom. Now for blush, we are going to be using the Tarte blush in the shade Feisty. Ooh. It actually isn't that, like, it's not that pigmented. I have to really dig into it. I don't know if it's the brush I'm using or if it's like the top layer. Like, my room is really cold, so it could have like frozen the top layer or something, I guess. I like to smile. So my favorite brush to blush with. The end looks like this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I'll try to have a picture or a link somewhere. It has like these really soft bristles on top. And honestly, it's just a really good brush. I got it in like a contour set from Sephora. It's nice. It picks up not too much of the blush, but just enough. Kind of just put it on everywhere. Okay, now we're going to use our Real Technique setting brush, which looks like this. We're going to be spraying that with the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set Spray that I used earlier. Just a little bit, not too much. We're going to dip into this bomb highlighter. It's the Wet n Wild Golden Flower Crown. It looks like this. It's like $3.99 and it's super, super good. Okay. Sorry, I just ruined my bronzer. Whatever. Sad. Okay. Alright, let's see this. Taking a little bit more for the next cheek. I just totally missed. Whatever. Okay. Okay. You know what? I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm just gonna take it up a notch. I'm gonna use my Fenty Gold highlighter in the shade Trophy Wife, if I can find it. Y'all see it? Okay. Let's take a little bit. Not too much, because, you know, I'm not trying to blind everyone. Maybe I am. Fuck it. Honestly, I'm obsessed with highlighter. Woo! Okay, now we're gonna set our face. I was gonna use the MAC Set and Mist spray, whatever it's called, but it's like all the way over there, and I don't want to stop the video and go get it and then come back. And so we're just gonna set with this NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. Shake it a little. Did I just miss? Okay, so this is the completed look. I really enjoyed filming this. Honestly, I really like how it turned out. I am using my Ardell Demi Wispy Lashes, and I used my Urban Decay Perversion Liner. So they're just going to zoom into my eyes so that you guys can really see how everything turned out. And also, what you guys have been waiting for, the giveaway winner, right? So we used this website to generate the names. We were able to narrow it down to 3 names. So Eric wrote them down, and we placed them in this little bowl. So I'm just going to shake it around for you guys. Draw the winner. Okay. Okay, are you guys ready? Okay. Sorry, they're like really folded up. Okay, so the winner is Love Nessa Sierra. You have about 48 hours, or you have 48 hours to claim your prize. Message me on anything that you have me on, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. And thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I will be doing another giveaway when I reach 250 subscribers. So make sure to tell your friends to subscribe, your family members, share my video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you haven't already. And thank you guys so much. I will see you next week.